Well, there you go, look at that bit of meat. I'm sure you can probably hear it, but I've got the drone up there, and what I'm going to do, I don't know why I'm actually doing this, is I'm going to attempt to cast up to the drone and naturally not hit it out the sky or go over it where the line will make it crash. Wish me luck. This could look good, or I could be in serious trouble by my wife. Let's go. What could go wrong?
Heading up the west coast in the morning to find a place where no one knows our faces or our names. If we don't leave now, we might never make it.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Norway. We're not going to dwell on the past, but the last 48 hours have been pretty hard for us. Well, for me. Out of the whole party of 12, yes, you guessed it, this one here was the only one to lose his bags. But it's fine now. That's all in the past. Then yesterday, the clutch went in the van, so we only managed a few hours fishing, and yours truly is blanking after 48 hours in Norway. But that's real fishing. I'm here. No smoke and mirrors with me. It's the way it is. But look, it drives me on and it makes me try harder. Today, we are fishing a mark that I fished with you 3 times last time we were out and filmed the whole lot. This is where Stu and Matt were fishing the other day when they both had halibut. Some of our guys come here yesterday and they missed halibut runs. So you guessed it, I'm here to catch a halibut. Hopefully. Well, after 48 hours, I'm finally off the mark. Now that is what you call a perfect bait out here in Norway. That little pollock is staying with me, and I am definitely going to try my very hardest to turn it into a halibut. Let's keep going. We're on the fish, and I'll see you soon, where it's definitely going to get a little bit better for us. About time, eh? Cheers for sticking with it. You know me, I know you. Let's stick together. Let's do some fishing. Don't worry, we haven't forgot you at home. So what we're doing now is concentrating on getting some bait. We've had a few nice pollock, but the mackerel don't seem to be here. But the rods are out. I've just checked my bait after 20 minutes and it's not been touched. So everything is looking good. We've got no tide yet, so that could be a bit of a problem. But over the course of today, we've got low water and then we're fishing it all the way up to high at 8 o'clock tonight. And as we like to say at home, that is definitely the witching hour. But we're going to keep fishing. You can keep an eye on them. If I get any action, the ratchet's going to scream off. I'll turn you on. That sounded bad. I'll put the camera on. Well, I might turn you on if you're weird. And yeah, I'll bring you back. And hopefully, well, most definitely, Gem and I are going to catch you a few nice fish. Wish me luck. And there we go. Now we've got some bait. Obviously that's a frozen mackerel that I've been using, but now we've got some fresh bait. I'm going to hot it up and cast every quarter of an hour and get it out there. That's a whole joey and an 8-ounce gripper on a 10-foot pop-up up and over here in Norway. Let's get it out there. I'm going to be knackered by the end of this trip, casting these bad boys out all day. Let's see what we can do. Let's get it out in the tide and hopefully we can get into a Norwegian halibut. Fish on?
No, I missed it.
How did she miss that? So as you've seen, if you watch my disaster of a first and second day video, you will know the second day when I finally managed to get out fishing, I was getting hassled by crabs, edible crabs in fact, but we weren't sure the size limit because I've not really caught many edible crabs. I have over here, we've just chucked them straight back. Next time I'll probably take a few home. But that's been out there 40 minutes and look at it. It looks pretty much as it went out, and that is definitely a good sign. When we were out yesterday, as you've seen, I was putting a bait out. There wasn't really many fish around and the crabs were hammering it. They were popped up, as you can see, like this. I just think the crabs must have been at the bottom, just winding them in, like this. Oh, I don't know how they do it, but a 10-foot pop-up, getting smashed by crabs. They might have all got on each other's shoulders, like teamwork. I don't know if crabs do that. Do you? If you do know if crabs get on and help each other out, just tell me in the comments where I can find out. Anyway, this is fishing. That's Norway. Jem's missed a few fish, so don't know what to say about it at the moment.
Can't get the staff, can you? Yeah.
Oh, I was just going to show you my bait, so I'm quite impressed with it. Nice pollock, and Jem's in. Should we go and see this? Well, welcome back. I'm still fishing over there by the bins. I'm just sat here chilling out, and I thought I'd just have a little one-to-one with you really. So you're probably at home thinking, why don't you just catch a few fish down the side or get a float out and stuff like that? We have been, but I'm over here to target a halibut. So pretty much like I do at home, I make a plan, I come over and I try my hardest. I know this week, if I keep putting out baits that probably weigh a pound on an 8-ounce gripper, slamming it out there, popped up, hopefully I should get at least one run from a big halibut. And I back myself with my kit. I check my rigs every night. I put a new leader on, I change my hooks. So if I get a run, I back myself to land it. So that's really what I'm doing. Some of you might be thinking, we don't really want you to sit out for a halibut, this is quite boring, scratch around, catch loads of fish. Well, I've done that. The first 2 or 3 times you come to Norway, you fill your boots. And then when you come 2 or 3 times a year, which I'm lucky enough to do, you get a target in mind, and normally it's just a halibut. So that's what I'm doing. So I hope you don't mind. I know it's a little bit boring. Jem's smashing out the fish. If we get big coalies come through, or the odd big cod, this time of year, then sure, I've got a chance. But as it stands, I'm just holding out for that one bite, that one fish that could be over £100, and hopefully I'll land it for you. But look, this is Norway. It's a little bit windy. I'm sat on a bollard talking to you on a Saturday morning. Everything's good. We're doing fine, and I hope you are too. Thanks everyone. Let's get back to the fishing. Yeah, we just had a few splashes out there. I got the feathers out and there's 2 mackerel there that must be £2 each. Look at the size of them. Now we got some fresh halibut bait. I'm gonna have another feather, but look at these. That is some fine mackerel. If we didn't eat them for bait, I'd love to eat them bad boys. But there you go, there's probably four pound of mackerel between the pair of them, and they're absolutely stonking. Let's get them chopped up and let's get them out there and turn these bad boys into a halibut. Thanks Mr. Mackerel and Mrs. Mackerel. Beauty, if only you get them like this at home. Well, you do, but on the rare occasion. Cheers everyone. Well, welcome back. Yeah, as you probably guessed it, it's been quite quiet. We're just coming up to 2:30. which is low water, and now we're going to fish the full flood up to 8:30, 9 o'clock tonight when it gets a little bit dark. I just want to let you know that I'm still trying hard. We've both had a little sleep, not together, just independently on the floor. I almost got run over, so that could have been the end of the Shore Hunter YouTube channel, but that's life. Anyway, here's my bait. So there you go. There's 3/4 of a pound of fresh mackerel caught here in Norway, ready to go out on an 8 ounce. Just so you know I'm trying. And then there's a nice pop-up mackerel side ready to go as well. So I'm trying, we're popping the baits up. The thing is with halibut fishing, it's nothing and then one fish maybe, or 2 fish, could be for your whole trip. I may only get 1 run the whole week, but I'm taking my chances, or I'm taking a chance, sorry, and hopefully when it comes along I'm ready to hit into it and land us a nice fish. Now I'm going to get these 2 out, and now we're going to start fishing harder, if that's even possible, up to high water and smash it out the park. Well, there you go, look at that bit of meat. I'm sure you can probably hear it, but I've got the drone up there, and what I'm going to do, I don't know why I'm actually doing this, is I'm going to attempt to cast up to the drone and naturally not hit it out the sky or go over it where the line will make it crash. Wish me luck. This could look good, or I could be in serious trouble by my wife. Let's go. What could go wrong? Look at that. Jem's just hit this pollock. He's absolutely nailed that.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to walk him round, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. He's not very up.
Free lining a bit of mackerel. That's 1-0 to you.
That's what I like, 1-0. Beautiful pollock. Just sitting there free lining a tiny bit of mackerel on a 4-row octopus hook. And he absolutely nailed it.
Well done, mate. Nice one.
Thanks ever so much.
Welcome back. It's been a couple of hours since I last spoke to you. It's not through the want of trying. I almost hit the drone out of the sky. Did you see that? I done all right, didn't I? Well, that's pretty epic, if I may say so myself. I won't be doing that again anyway. As you can see, we're in the same area and we're fishing hard. We've got the sun just going down, the tide is flooding in, and we've got a chance. Yes, I'm blanking on my target species. I've caught some other fish, but nothing on the baits, just messing around with the lures and stuff. But if catching big halibut was easy, everybody would do it. So look, I'm gonna keep going. My reward will be even bigger with all my effort. Someone's coming up to see us. Some Norwegian people. Anyway, I'm gonna keep fishing. If I get one, it's gonna mean quite a lot to me, and hopefully it will you. Sorry it's been pretty boring on the fishing front, but it's specimen hunting out here in Norway, and this is what it's like. Well, it's not a mackerel, but that's definitely a nice whiting, and one that I will definitely use as bait. That's a quick turnaround. That's that whiting. Looks a little bit different, if I'm being honest. Let's get it out there. Let's get it out there. Surely if I keep fishing like this, casting every 20 minutes for fresh bait, I'm gonna get hooked up, aren't I? I've got to. It's a process. I've got to. It's all about the percentages, the hours, the casting. Let's go. Let's get this whiting out here. Oh, almost messed that up. Because it's a heavy bait, an 8-ounce lead, and a big whiting. Let's go. Cheerio. Sploosh. Oh, I'm hanging out my ass. But I'll keep fishing. Day 3. Well, it's day 1 for me really. The first day that I've been able to fish all day. But it's been hard, but I've loved it. As I say to you many times, it doesn't really matter to me if I catch or I don't catch. I've made a plan. It's all about effort. I could not have done any more today. I fished my bollocks off. I cast out this, 15 minutes later, do it again, baiting up, feathering, shadding, and I wouldn't change it for the world. Anyway, I'm gonna get this on the rest. I'm pretty tired actually. You can probably tell. I can't really speak properly. Anyway, I'll keep fishing. Here we go. What more can you ask for in Norway? Just maybe a halibut. If there is a God, I'm not even gonna do that. I don't really care. See you in a bit, everyone.